New HG show let me start that over. New HGTV show in Breckenridge. Are these guys Breckenridge? I don't know. And does our market stack up against the nation? Welcome to the Ski Summit Real Estate Show. We're going to talk about what's important in buying and living in Colorado. Plus, we'll take a peek behind the Summit MLS curtain, top 5 new listings for the week. I'm your host, Matt Dayton with Cornerstone Real Estate. I'm here with my live stream sidekick and producer, Benji does. Hey, Benji.
Hey.
Thank you so much for watching the show. Before we get going, if you find this interesting, please consider subscribing and doing a thumbs up and all that good stuff. Either way, appreciate you watching. Appreciate you being here. So, Benji, how are you doing, man?
We had a break from the cold and we got a week full of wet weather. So it's been rainy out here and just kind of gross. I had to go buy new shoes. I stepped in a puddle and it made my socks all wet. So I was like, forget this.
You got to come up here. All we got is snow and ice, man. No puddles.
Frozen toes.
No puddles, but yeah, it's been actually a little bit warmer here. We got some really good snow just here, a couple little snowstorms, and we might be continuing to see this cycle coming through. So it's been really encouraging. Getting snow, some excellent powder skiing, did a fun hut trip over the weekend. So that's been the highlight of my week.
So skiing opened up in like November, right?
Yeah. Typically the ski areas they're open by Thanksgiving, a little bit before, so it kind of depends on Mother Nature. But they're making snow, so we're
when
open.
Does the snow kind of end? When do they call the season? When do they do
that? Beginning to mid-April.
Okay.
Breckenridge will stay open sometimes as far as May. If like we've just got good snow, they'll just kind of go to a bare bones kind of staff, and they won't keep everything open, but they'll definitely keep what they can.
Kind of like Arizona, I guess. Arizona just has this like hard stop in May and everything just gets sweltering hot.
Oh yeah. No, here it just comes to a point where it's too warm to ski, too muddy and snowy to bike. We all go. That's why it's nice to have Utah next door. We go to the desert.
Hey, there you go.
So, yeah.
All right. So I understand you went and did some stuff recently. So here's the question of the day. What is your favorite ski hut? I didn't know what to say to this question.
Yeah. Like what is a ski hut? All right.
Yeah. Well, I started looking around at a bunch of stuff and I'm like, no, I'm wrong.
Yeah. No, the ski huts we have, like, so I was at Janet's cabin.
Okay.
So it's actually a beautiful log lodge. The thing's got like 7 bedrooms, they have bunks, sleeps a ton of people. And so, yeah, there you got the hut there. Francie's, Janet's. We were at Francie's. Sorry, Francie's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we were at Francie's. That one's one of the easier ones to ski into. So I really like that one. It's just mild, take the family type of thing. Maybe an hour and a half in, so not bad. Janet's cabin. That one is about 5 miles in. It takes longer. That's a tougher trek to get into that one, but you get there. There's nobody around. Great skiing at Janet's cabin. Ken's cabin there. These are all part of the Summit huts. This one's up at the top of Boreas Pass.
I'll be honest with you. Ken's cabin was what I was envisioning for all of these.
Yeah, no, Ken's cabin is just like the little love shack. It's just this tiny little thing. And it was named after, I learned this over the weekend, a guy named Ken that died in an avalanche up near Francie's cabin. So,
whoa.
Yeah, he was by himself, just chose a bad slope. So that was unfortunate. But yeah. Anyway, so Ken's cabin and section house are right next to each other. Those are up at the top of Boreas Pass.
It's like Ken's cabin in the background.
Yeah, that's the outhouse. But so it's Ken's cabin, section house. That was actually at the top of Boreas Pass. That was where they did the turnstile or turntable, whatever you want to call it, for trains for the railroad.
Oh, really? Okay.
At the top of the pass, and somebody had to maintain that thing. And I stayed in that section house. I mean, it feels like something out of The Shining up there.
Oh, I bet.
The wind was just howling, but so pretty. I mean, you're up there at the top, just gorgeous. You got to do these things. So, and then the sister's cabin, that's the newest one. I've yet to go up there. That's really looks pretty cool. It's pretty.
It looks brand new.
Yeah. That's pretty.
I mentioned it the other day. I'd love to be the person that fixes this website.
Yeah. It looks like they could use a little love on that, a little help. So.
Well, that's cool. What do you do up there for 4 days?
You go, you hang out, you play cards, you take. Some of them have saunas. You take a sauna, and then go out and ski. So, but just relax. Read a book, enjoy where you are.
That's cool.
Yeah, lots of skiing though. That's what I like to do.
All righty. Well, I guess we're here. HGTV has a new show. Can you tell me about it?
A little bit. I watched the trailer.
Yeah, I watched the trailer too.
So I need to. Yeah, it's made for TV, and it's going to be. The thing that I think is going to be fun about it is seeing. This, I'm probably going to know these houses, and I love just the remodeled aspect of it and seeing what you can do. So you and I both like watching HGTV.
Oh yeah.
It's just fun to see, but it's totally made for TV. So I kind of got to poke fun a little bit. Like, are these guys made for? Are these guys Breckenridge?
Which one in your opinion looks the most like Breckenridge?
Not the guy with the cowboy hat.
No, that's Hollywood.
We're definitely going to go there. The guy, I'm going to go with like the dude in the middle.
The guy in the middle.
It's like t-shirt, pair of jeans, baseball cap, like, and looks like probably his wife in the green, probably.
Yeah, I think that's how they did it. The couples have the same clothes, and then the other person, blue,
I think the
yellow,
white,
green,
the gal in the white is probably just the designer, but I'm gonna go with just that couple in the middle. I just kind of people I'd hang out with, just normal Breckenridge people. Maybe the couple over there on the left in the blue. It's like, but I'm gonna definitely not go with cowboy tats. We
should probably watch this show and then
I
weekly check in and be like, team one stinks.
I know. We'll have to see. So, but I think it'll be fun to watch. It's always fun, you get something coming up here. But yeah, the Breckenridge I grew up with. Maybe this is Breckenridge now. I don't know. There's definitely the Breckenridge I grew up with and it still is. It's just like the local community. They're just down to earth, normal people. They're not flashy. They're just. You see the raggediest looking jacket on the mountain, that might be that's a local. You don't have to. They're not going to be wearing fur coats. They're not going to be real flashy. So, but yeah, it's interesting seeing where you grew up. Just change a lot.
Yeah.
Do you accept that for what it is or what? So.
Well, I'll see if I can get a Discovery Plus account or something. That one seems to be the cheapest way to watch that show right now.
Yeah, I need to check that out before I start, flinging judgment.
They might be awful, though.
They could for us. It might be awesome. Maybe I'll probably run into them in a coffee shop.
Yeah. Hey, you said that thing on the show.
Yeah, I can't believe you said that.
So here's today's real estate tip, showcasing winter curb appeal. What are we talking about?
Yeah. So how do you get your property? You're going to put it on the market. How do you get it looking the best in the winter?
How do you do that? Everything's just white.
Yes. So I think really making it inviting, because you take these photos and they're from the outside and it's winter. It's like everything's snowy. You don't get to see the landscaping. If you're going to list your property in the wintertime, not a bad idea. Talk to your realtor at a time, get some photos of it in the summertime.
Okay.
Just to be able to show what it is like, especially if you got nice landscaping, any of that. So you want to be able to showcase that. But as far as the winter photos, making it warm, making it inviting, warm lighting on the exterior. Evening shots are nice because you can get that warm lighting on the interior. So if you got to upgrade your lighting a little bit, not a bad idea, just to make that inviting. You want to be like, I'm out here in the cold. I want to be in there. That looks fantastic. Cozy.
Yeah.
Making sure that all of the, snow removal, everything's tidy, walkways are cleared. and that goes as far as soon as you get into the showings too. It's like you don't want people trudging through a foot of snow to have to get to the house.
Okay.
So that's really important. But just creating that warm, cozy environment. I want to get it from the outside here to the inside there, and that looks great.
All right.
Yeah.
So how's the market doing?
We're waiting for the floodgates to open.
Okay.
We're really hoping that they open, but it's starting to pick up. Just even in the past week, we're seeing more activity. It was pretty quiet through the holidays, pretty quiet going into the new year, and it's not uncommon. I mean, last year, it's like we hit that second week in January, and it was literally like somebody opened the gate to Kmart. We're not Kmart.
They have Kmart in Australia. I'm just learning this.
Really?
Yeah.
Kmart in Australia. Is it?
I think it's just the brand. They're just shuffling the brand around. It doesn't work in America anymore. It's still a brand, still established. We'll bring it over here. And maybe it's been over there for a long time. You know what they call Burger King over there?
Yeah, a Whopper Royale.
Hungry Jacks.
So yeah, who was it? Nate Bargatze said the Kmart, walking into Kmart, it's like you're going into a store where they're like selling things for Kmart, like empty shelves. And
yeah. Bad music.
You guys open? So yeah. Anyway, sorry, bad analogy. So the flood opening those gates, that's what we're hoping to see here coming up soon, just like we did last year. It already feels like we're starting to gear up to see a lot more activity. Interest rates for the latest, I'm going to just share a couple things with the market as far as my screen goes. So we've had, this is kind of a little quick view, Summit County. Our average Summit County median home price, $935,000. That's kind of everything included: condo, single family home. Right. If we go single family home, the average single family home price is $1.8 million. Yep, it's up there. And the average condo.
That's my Arizona reaction.
It's a little expensive. So the average national home price, $410,000. So we're slightly higher. And it's come down from last month, 2%, 1% up from the previous year. And why is this doing its whole spinny thing? As far as our number of sold listings, oh boy, national. So we got national average up 1% from last year. You can see we're down more. We're down more than that. So we're 7.3% for the number of sold listings, not for the price, but for the number of sold listings. Total homes for sale, actual active listings. We've been pretty flat here for a while. Okay. So we're a little bit up from last year. National average is also up. So we're trending the same there. Days on market, median days on market. How long is it taking to sell? A little faster than last year, up from last month. Our days on market, we're right around 18 days on market for a median. Go to an average, it jumps up a bit to 48. So that's been consistent here for a while. Not uncommon in a normal market. We all got kind of used to that, like days on market being 2. Now we're a little bit hot. We're a little bit more back to a normal time period to sell a property. It might take a few months to sell a property. So we're getting back to where we're used to that a little bit more.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's kind of a little update on the market compared to the national average. So we're kind of trending the same, but our numbers are obviously priced higher and a little different.
All righty. Now I've got the MLS check with our top 5 properties for the week. Are we ready for that?
Yeah, let's do the MLS check.
All right. Let's see. Our first house is a condo, and it is in Silverthorne 2425 Ryan Gulch Road. Yeah,
I thought this one was a really good looking place. 3-bedroom place to get a 3-bedroom. Now, keep in mind that does include the loft and the bedroom count. That's something that people miss a lot of times, is that it's, the loft is part of that bedroom count. So,
Do they count that as square footage, the loft?
the loft is, it's also included in the square footage. So 975 square feet. But I thought this one was just a really good looking place. They did a nice job updating it. Easy access to I-70, getting over to Copper Mountain for skiing, getting over to Keystone. But yeah.
I like this one.
Yeah, you and I are talking. I think that's a stainless steel.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if this was poured epoxy or if it was steel, but I just see how sharp these corners are, and I'm like, that's
Yeah, it kind of wraps around the edge. So I think it's a stainless steel countertop. Yeah. So that was actually in Francie's cabin in the hut up there.
Oh, they had the same kind of
stainless steel countertops. I think real sanitary, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm wondering if the person that lives here does their own art. It looks like they do.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a view.
Yeah, nice views out there. You're going to pick up some road noise from this so when you're sitting out on the balcony because you're there by I-70.
Mm-hmm.
But you certainly got great views to the trade-off.
I love the shower.
Yeah, stackable washer, dryer,
so many snowboards.
Got a few snowboards.
Wow.
They have a few snowboards, yeah.
I wish I was that cool. Oh, that's a Murphy bed too.
Got to have your quiver of snowboards.
That's neat.
What is that?
I haven't seen a Murphy bed in forever.
Oh yeah, the Murphy bed. Yeah. So you got the loft up there. So you got lots of sleeping space in this place.
Yeah.
So
look at that.
Nice
I love that it's on the top floor too.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the carport, which is actually great up here. If you can just get up in the morning, not have to clean, a foot of snow off your car. It's pretty fabulous.
It's a cool floor plan.
Yeah. Good layout. Works.
Yeah. I always put myself as a buyer in any one of the properties we're doing. I like the condos. I don't know why.
Yeah.
The big houses are nice, but
yeah, good entry level up here for somebody.
This is a huge house, even for Arizona. I think the median family home, 4-bedroom, 3-bath is probably around 15 to 2,000 square feet.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're small, and they're all going for $450 or more. So this one is 1.65. This is 642 High Point Drive in Breckenridge.
Yeah. So for a Breckenridge house, $668 a square foot. And you get the Breckenridge zip code. That's pretty good. This one, just right outside of town. You ride your bike into town, not a problem. And there's lots of great trails right around this one. So I like this area. It's nice and quiet, but you're still pretty close to everything. So, but it's 2,468 square feet. Good single family home built in 1998. So
okay. This looks like a 98 house.
Yeah. We got some snow out there. You can see that snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But good open floor plan.
I think around 2000 is when my parents had their first house built, and it was a lot like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of, let's see, our house was a bit later, it was early 90s, but 3-car garage in this one, which is nice.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. Having a garage up here is so key. Just having that extra garage space. Pretty nice room for the toys. So, yeah.
It's got a big old deck, and there it is.
The hot tub.
The hot tub reigns supreme. I need to become a hot tub salesman up there.
There's potential, man. There's room in the market.
Didn't you say that they have to get special water?
Oh, augmented water rights. This one is on, let's see, is it on city sewer and water? So I guess I'm pretty sure.
Connected. I'll draw up a business plan for filling hot tubs.
That is actually a thing.
That's what I'm thinking. I see them at every house, so I'm like,
Yep.
maybe
Like
I
if
can
you're on a
start filling these
well,
hot tubs.
if you're on a well and you don't have augmented hot water rights, you need need to get somebody to come fill it up.
So this is 67 Mary's Ridge Lane in Breckenridge.
Yeah, this is
5-bedroom, 6-bath house.
This is a gorgeous house. Now, this is a little bit deceiving, and I get a lot of calls like this because they look at a place like this. It's a brand new build, and they're like, "That is incredible. How is it that it is only $1.8 million?" And that's because you're buying a share of the house. So
What?
yeah, so you're buying a quarter share of this house. So this house actually, and it recently sold, I believe this. Yeah, we were looking at this one not long ago. It recently sold for like,
It's like a timeshare?
not a timeshare. You actually, it's deeded real estate. You actually own a part of the house, and then you get a time that you get to use it. They usually, it'll be like on a rotating schedule or something like that, and you get every, 2-week chunks, or you can kind of trade your time. So it's in a way a timeshare, but you're only time sharing it with, 2 or 3 other owners.
Okay.
So this one there, somebody bought the whole thing and now they're selling part of it. So maybe they're just like, well, we can't use this all the time. We can't get a short-term rental license. So this is a good way to basically be able to have ownership in an amazing property like this, but just getting somebody else to buy into it. And so that's kind of what they're doing with this one. So
it's a beautiful property. Look at that herringbone tile on the wall. That is
cool.
Yeah,
it's really pretty.
Oh man, and that fireplace is incredible.
I love that style. Yeah, that is gorgeous. It's just kind of like floating there. It's a floating fireplace. There's your snowboards on the wall. Actually, that's cool art. I like that.
Yeah. I like how they did like a whole photo across 5 different
what do you
boards.
call that? I forget what they call it.
Well, I would call it a triptych, but that's for 3. I wouldn't know what 5 would be. A quart trick. No, that's quintic. I don't know.
Quintic. I don't know. That's a bunch of babies.
You could hang a lot of coats in here.
You could hang a lot of cuts. Or wine.
Oh, duh.
It's a wine room. It's not a coat room.
Better. Just throwing all my t-shirts on the wall.
I never need a drawer again. There's your bunk beds.
It's an incredible bathroom.
Yeah. Sliding door. Told you about that barn door that had no track. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's a shoe room. That's just for 3 pairs of shoes. That's all it is.
Oh, nice.
Look at that one. Yeah, sweet house. I like that house.
Yeah, I love all the roof angles on it. It's very cool.
Maybe I just buy a quarter share of that, and then every 2 weeks I have to move.
Yeah. You just shuffle between bedrooms.
Yeah, not here.
Rooms taken.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I didn't expect the whole quarter share. I've never heard of that. I've heard of timeshares, but like at the beach.
Pretty popular up here. It's a good avenue, like to have that ownership. But if the house is going to sit vacant for a good part of the year, why not?
Yeah. All right. Here is really cool looking house in Breckenridge, 1009 American Way.
Yeah. So this would be kind of your classic ADU.
What is an ADU?
So accessory dwelling unit.
Oh.
So this property, you can see it's got 2 houses on the property.
Okay.
So you got the garage with, what I'd call an ADU above it.
Oh.
Accessory dwelling unit. And then you got the main house. So this would be
Was this one of those things we were talking about in the news months ago?
Yeah, exactly. So studio caretaker's unit is kind of what they're calling it. And I don't know if this one necessarily, if it doesn't mention in there, if it has like a deed restriction on it. But that is, it's basically a loft type of studio living, and I love it. Looks
I do
great.
too. I love the light fixture they put in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
that's super fun. Like they did a fantastic job with this.
Yeah.
So, um, it's just lots of views from it, lots of sun. So like to kind of just a smart design. There's your Murphy bed again.
I know. I just caught that. I was like, wait, how did that room look so different?
Yeah. So I could live there,
Yeah, I like this.
So, and then this is the main house, which is the older house. So this was built, like in the 80s. But they did a really great job with this too.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this is for both of those things on both
Yeah,
of the
so you
houses?
have both these homes on one property.
Man, that is too cool.
Yeah.
Furry chair.
It's it's a great idea, and create that extra housing for somebody above a garage. Especially like this house, original house didn't have a garage. They wanted a garage, and then you got the space above it. You utilize that.
I'm pretty lame. I'll be honest. If I owned this, I would live above the garages and I'd rent out.
I know. I'd be over there too.
I'd do quarter shares on that thing.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, rent out the.
I'd be happy as a clam up here. No problem.
Yeah. No, it's pretty cool looking. Be all
That's
good with
cool.
that. So.
All right. I think that's 4. Let's see how many we got left. We got 1 left. This is 141 Sawmill Road in Breckenridge.
So this guy, 2018 build, right near the ski area.
Wow.
So it's kind of this little section is really interesting because it is in the county. It's not, you'd think it's Breckenridge, but this is actually zoned county. It's unincorporated zoned county in this little area. So
it's really close to the ski things too.
It is. And this little area is considered a resort zone in unincorporated zoned county. So you can actually short-term rent this property. So that makes it definitely a unique opportunity.
Look at that Photoshop driveway. There's no way that's real.
Yeah, no, that is a super cool place.
Yeah, that meets more the expectation I had.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous home.
Whoa.
Yeah, I love
all that light.
Love those floors too. Just that rustic, rough solid floor. Kind of mixed that with some modern elements. It just looks really sharp.
Yeah, I like how they stained all the wood dark too.
Yeah.
Good job on this one.
Very nice job.
Good size for the range. Nice looking appliances. Awesome. Was that bench seating? Oh, wow. There's even like a
breakfast nook. That looks cool.
Man. This room is huge. And it just keeps going.
Just keeps going. Yeah, it's 6,299 square feet. So it's big.
That is so huge.
Yeah. So
the basement with an arcade and bar in it. Huge fireplace. How many fireplaces are in this? I think I've seen like 2 or 3 now.
Yeah, it's quite a few. It's big.
I love these huge windows. Do you guys have normal American windows just go up, or do you have like European style windows that open out?
I've seen some of these in these new houses that actually the ones I really like. So we see both, but there's ones that they'll swing outward or they'll just tip open a little bit. So you got, and that's like I know that's a European.
Yeah. I had crazy windows like that when I lived in Germany. They would open up or they would open out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, those are really cool. I love those. They're expensive.
They are expensive. You got to be nice to them.
Yeah.
They put the roll-odins in between the panes sometimes. So that way you can't see in or out of the room. Makes the room pitch black. It's a really cool house.
Yeah. That's a really cool house. Sharp. So,
all right. That's all I've got.
All right. Thanks so much, Benji. That concludes our Ski Summit Real Estate Show for today. Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please leave us a like or consider subscribing. Have a wonderful week. Hope to see you in the mountains soon. Look forward to seeing you next week.
See ya.
Bye.